It has been a hot minute since we have done a tier list. You wanna know why I know that? My audio captures were still, like, universal. It's been... I'm gonna have to look back at, like, the VOD for when we did the carnival food tier list, because, wow. Wow, it's been too long. But I guess I haven't had, like, any, like, stuff to do, like, a big tier list on. But I guess here I am doing a niche tier list. At least, it's not niche to me. Very much not niche to me. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Yoshi and the Mysterious Books tier list. I said Yoshi and the Mysterious Books. It's multiple tier lists. Okay, so... how we're going to be working this here is that I've got all of the creatures listed here, all of, like, the main creatures that have their own levels and names, and then all of the levels right over here. So we're going to do them, like, both at the same time, and I'm just going to be judging these all kind of like on vibes, you know, its opinion and stuff. Just, like, how cool they are as a creature, how they work with the game, and how they're, like, used and all. And, to accompany us, as always, I got the Yoshi's Story OST. Turn it down just a little bit. Turn that up just a little bit for you. God damn, why is my... I'm so confused about my change audio inputs. Nothing changes with them, but all of a sudden now, on my Stream Deck, my down button goes down 1. Oh no, it is set right. What? Oh no, okay, no, I'm stupid. Okay, sorry. Alright, a great start, by the way. Okay. Anyways, we have to start off with the Crazy Daisy. This is probably, like, the easiest S tier. For one, they're adorable. 2, they make you little flower crowns. 3, they're really easy, like, they're simple. They're a great introduction to how Mysterious Book works. They're practically in, like, every level, and they have, like, great interactions with, you know, like, grass, and you can do so much with them. They're very simple, but, like, they're meant to be simple. So I think that they do their job right as introducing you to how you're documenting the creatures, so I would say S tier. Their level, however, I'm going to give it a high A. I don't even know if I'm going to be adjusting this on fly. It's kind of basic, which again, you know, isn't bad, but kind of want to see a bit more. I think you can discover the apple synergy in the level. So that's an important lesson, because that opens up so many different avenues for all these other creatures. Can't even see, like, me gesturing down there. So it's good, but not like groundbreaking. It gets you hooked for what's next, and I think, like, I don't know. I want to make sure I'm doing these, you know, back to back. I don't know if, like, Bunch of B is better. Okay, Bunch of B. Bunch of B, B for B. They're the most standard, like, enemy, I suppose. They can give you a lot of eggs, but they don't have, like, that many fun interactions. They're easily splashable into levels, though, for, conflict. So I guess they can go into B. Their level, I would say their level is alright. I'll just stick it in B. Oh, another thing, I'm not really considering any remix levels that come with each of them. I'll only bring them up if I like really remember them, because it's not really fair to like judge it, because some of the creatures don't even have a remix level, so it would be too easy to like give them much higher scores. Okay, but yeah, their level is fine. It shows you, it gives you the tutorial about getting all the smiley flowers, which is nice. Shows you a little bit more of the like synergies with like Crazy Daisy. Like Crazy Daisy is like a star in this level, so I would say like it definitely gets like the point across. It also just like, you know, shows you off like, oh yeah, Yoshi can't die here. There's nothing that could hurt you in Crazy Daisy's level. So yeah, I'll stick with B. It's another good learning level. We gotta have a baseline. All right, Scatterpuff. Okay, this one's fun. Okay. See, now on this situation, when we're on the creature page, I have to consider like other levels they've been in. So we have to consider Magnified Scatterpuff, and I think just like I have to put them in A. For one, they're cute. Again, up there with guess not up there with Crazy Daisy, but fun to spread around. It's fun to watch them, you know, suck things up. That's cool. And just, you know, you get to spread them all over that level. You get to make that place a frickin' pollen puff field. So I think A is a good spot for them. Boosted a little bit from their magnified level, which we do consider differently over here. Their base level, though, I think I'm gonna put it in. Yeah, I think I'll put it in B, because it ends when you like pollinate the hogger, and that's kind of a challenge. I was debating C, but I think it like a little bit of that excitement with getting it to like infest the hogger and setting up the hogger, I guess. That's a little plus. The bonus level, the remix here where you gotta move the detonuts, that's like nothing. Like truly, I don't even know why they gave the Scatterpuff an extra level, but whatever. It's all right. It was, I had a lot of fun with it on the first run, but you know, I'm only gonna be going back if I want to try and paint more of the world, I suppose, but not much else to say there. Alright, next is Kurokioki. Why do I always go live when I have like a frog in my throat or something? Ugh, I need to speak forward more. Alright, Kurokioki? I'm going to put them in B, because they are cute and they are fun. I need to save like some of my thoughts for like the level, but like they're cute. They kind of look like Kappas. They, you know, they play musical notes. That's the whole theme of their level, and you can use them to get around in a lot of other levels, which is good. They open up a lot of stuff. Like probably the best thing that they do is they offer like a grating, or like, you know, like they block off holes in the ground that you got to carry like a spicy pepper to in order to block them. Like there's some in like the Taggart level, or they can break rocks. Or I remember when going back to 100% Tumball, you got to move a Kurokioki to open up another hole to put them in. So they're serviceable. They're very cute. I would like a more like, maybe if they had a different version for other levels that if you jumped on them multiple times, they would do different notes. Like a song in one Krokioki, maybe. Because I feel like they're much better in a group. But they get the job done. As for their level, though, I do think their level goes into A tier. It's the first music level, so, you know, silences out the background music and you get to hear the, you know, their sound. And there's the cute little twinkle twinkle little star at the end with the background. That's fun. Fun challenge with the happy birthday. And a couple of the other ones are challenging too. Like there's one for Jingle Bells that I didn't do on stream, but that one was pretty interesting. Good song, good song. Are there any comments about Donald Glover? No, these are all really old. Okay, serviceable. Glubbits! Okay, Glubbits... Glubbit's another B tier. I love Glubbit. Super cute. I love the interactions it has, but just you don't see it in a lot of levels. And usually when it is in another level, you're not getting the most out of it. Of course, you know, the other creatures are the focus. But the reason being is that if they put Glubbit in the level, they have to make the level incredibly vertical. Which is, you know, like, one thing that is good about Glubbit. Glubbit's also like technically like the first boss. If you wanna call it that, the first Kamek level. Kamek Bowser Jr. level. I'd maybe put them above... I put them above, like, here. I guess I'll adjust it here. It's not, like, the best. I would say even for, like... Getting ahead of myself. But they're fun. I like all the different ways you can mix and match the bubbles. Depending on what they eat and, you know, coating the bubbles in mud and stuff. That's fun. Their level is built really well for them. Which is making me think, do I want to... Should I put them in A? I'm going to keep them in B. I'm going to stick to my heart. Alright, Taggart. Taggart's great. You don't see them a lot outside of their level, but their level is, like, great for you know what they do. Great early place to get a bunch of tokens if you need them. Yeah, we mentioned they look like Gumby. Literally, my friend, when I was showing them the game, they were like, "Oh my god, it's Gumby." It's like, that's what I said. Fun, silly dude. I liked stacking them for the research task and going for 100%. That was cool. I will put their level... I'm feeling so, like, balanced here. Like, yeah. I'll put them in A. They're fine. Okay. Now, mild. Mild could be our first C tier, because I don't hate Mild. Mild is fun, and we got a lot of laughs with Mild, but again, it's a creature that doesn't show up in a lot of places. Like, one of the only other places I can think about where Mild is in Jetty Jelly's level. And in that level, you can literally just make the Jetty Jelly turn into Mild. Like, a better Mild. I'm more fascinated with his, like, you know, Pepto-Bismol lava compared to him himself. I also like the idea of, you know, him being, you know, just, you know, a blob of bubblegum that you inflate. You know, when you tongue it up, you eat it. But, it's fine. They're fine. I do like them. Like, I love all of these creatures. Like, even for, like, what we're considering, like, D, probably still gonna be some good picks here. Their level, I think, again, I feel so weird at going back and forth between A and B, A and B, A and B. Mild's level is fun. It's like a big bounce house. Takes a little while to get used to, like, how they generate, which is... Songs are blazing through. Which is a little annoying. That came into effect in a short to tall roll call. Down the line. But it's alright. It's a fine level. I know B is going to be, like, B... Why am I, like, so scared about things being overpopulated? Like, B is supposed to be overpopulated. Okay, Peckadee. Peckadee goes in B. They do get around a lot. And they also just, like, are a bit of a menace. But their level is cool. They have some fun interactions. I would love to see more stuff that could be broken with them. But I guess they wanted to focus on stuff, you know, per the creature and the level. Like Detonut's level. That would be fun to go around with Peckadee, but, you know, they're not there. But they're a fun little design, you know. How do they keep their bodies up? They're incredibly top heavy. I'll put their level in B as well. It's fun to see them, you know, like, get all the tosses and all that. And you see, like, respawning enemies. But it's hard to get around in that level, honestly. You gotta, one of the things is you have to use them to jump, like, you have to make little platforms to jump up, but you then also need to throw them, which is a pain. To hit all the targets and stuff. Okay, Floofly. Floofly is adorable. I will put Floofly in S tier. Cuteness, very cute. They have a lot of different forms. They had the magnified level. They have that going for them. What else is there? Their level is good. Have a fun synergy with Plumebrella. Or like anti-synergy. But they're serviceable, they're cute. I love, you know, customizing them. They're used in a lot of fun ways because of how they're how they work. So definitely S tier on that mark. I will also put their level in being the first S tier. It's one that you can replay a lot and learn a lot about the creature. You gotta, you know, you gotta make the sky boat and the sky whale and, you know, get the different versions, which then fill it up and make a nice little image, which is cool. So, S tier level. The remix isn't that great because it's all just about, like, you know, scaring it away, and Plumebrella is annoying to control. Which I will say, I'll put Plumebrella down in C. Little more confusing. I wish it was you didn't always jump, like, float down with them. I know you can close the umbrella with down when you're jumping, but it's just like sometimes it just carries you a little too far for that. When you want to jump, it sucks. They have a great remix level, but that's more an account of another creature that they're remixed with, so you can go here. You're very cute. I love, you know, like, it makes me think of the umbrella vulture from Alice in Wonderland. Oh, it's cool. I'm gonna put their level in C as well. Just because, like, it is neat to go, like, that That's like the last like high flying level you got since Glubbit. But you're so slow. I honestly could see myself bumping up to B, but I'll stay right here for now. Okay, Thud. I think Thud's another C tier. I like Thud, but they're kind of just too big for what they want to do. And also, they're a little hard to control. You gotta really move the stick in order to get them to move, and then, you know, you have to wait for them to, you know, Angry Birds angle their spit. It's cool. It's very cool in the moment, and I love, you know, bedazzling them, turning them into the slay queen they are. I don't know, but generally, slay monarch? Is that the gender neutral term? So I think they're fine. They're fun. They have a lot of Muppet energy. They get points there. You kind of see me bumping them up to B, but I'll give them C. Their level, it's another Bowser Jr. one. I will put it in B. So I was gonna say, I know Wee Woo is gonna be in C, but just that, you know, getting to play with something so big, that's cool. At least, like, you know, in the moment. So, little, you know, finger snaps for you, Thud. You're just a bit, if you were easier to control, I could easily see this being A tier, but you're not. Okay, Wee Woo. Wee Woo goes into C as well, because they don't do a lot. They're adorable. I love that they're able to play so many different instruments. But what do? They just play music. And that doesn't really help with their level, because they're not... Their music is, like, tied to the speed you move. So, if you want to hear, like, the proper, like, you know, cadence of the song, you would need to, like, go really slow in that level. And it's fun to go fast in this game. So, not a big fan. I think that they're, absolutely adorable. They look like what the, they kind of look like super sea snails from Splatoon. Just, you know, more like as living Mario creatures. Ouchin! Okay. I think Ouchin goes in D. Song jump scare. They are just nuisances. And you can't do much with them. It's kind of it was cool discovering that you can cook them and then eat them and then befriend them by feeding them and stuff. But they're not really fun outside of that context. They are there to be obstacles. Which, you know, is good. We need to have those in the game. Which is why we go to their level, and that is easily an A tier. Could see myself bumping it up to S. It's probably, like, high up here. Like, I'd say it above Krokioki. Tagged is, like, low A. It's the first one you can, like, straight up fail, so we have footage of me failing there and stuff, so I definitely think that there's some value in that. Teaching you that, oh yeah, you can get a lose condition, so to speak, in different ways. So, plus there. But they just don't have anything else really going for them. Castaway's not crazy. They are cute. And I would love to see, like, more of them. Like, imagine if we had a level in space that used the Castaway. That would be neat. But no, they're just kind of stuck there with water. Or like, imagine a magnified level where you get to see how the Castaway's lure works. I almost said lore. That was something I used to think about when my dad was introducing me to D&D. It's like, so this is what a monster's lore is. It's like, oh, you use that to catch them? Unrelated. Fun. They're fun. Their level is nice. You know, fishing levels are good. But they don't really have anything else. It is fun to get around in that level and catch the Whopper, even though it took us a while. But you get there. I like the cut of your jib. All right, Bufflunder. Okay, Bufflunder. Oh man, I didn't think about Bufflunder. Great for underwater travel. They're cute. And you know, you get to move fast, which is fun. But that's like about it. You feed them a pepper and they get spiky. What was like the clear condition in their level? Was it just getting into the volcano? Yeah, if I can't really, like, you know, remember the exact details of the level, I don't think that's, you know, that's signs for a good level. It was fun. It was fun going around really fast, but you know where you also get to go around fast? Snurfboard. Snurfboard is A tier. Babies are cute. It's got that Muppet factor to it. And you get to do sick tricks. The bonus level is great. Like, I think literally the best for token farming. If you need to farm for tokens. In this game, you do not need a lot of tokens. I like it how it's, you know, it can surf and skate. It's all of, you know, California games in one. I would say, yeah, A is worthy. It's a big level. They have a big level, so you can get used to how fast you can go with them. Okay, Neppy Nut is next. I like Neppy Nut. It's gotten me out of some harsh areas. I'm just gonna go B. I liked mixing them up with all the different foods and, you know, fruits and making them, you know, colorful abominations. That was neat. I'm putting, I'm gonna put their level in C tier because... I'm putting them in C tier because they are slow. And they're a little annoying to work with when you're going for all of the tasks. Because there's like one where you need to make like varying sizes and then feed them all note fruits. That was annoying to get because they keep absorbing them again. Just lame. And then just like at the end when you're fighting Kamek and BJ, you're not like... You're supposed to reflect the cannonballs, but it's... You'll miss so many times. I had to do so many different things to get faster completions on that and mess with the 2. So yeah, I'll stick with C. Okay, Loop-de-Coop. Okay, I'm just gonna go another B. Loop-de-Coop is great, but you don't see them a lot outside of it. They're great in the level that they're in. It's great getting the spike hoop and just going nuts with them. And there's literally one objective of just like destroy them all, which is funny. But that's like all they have for them. You can bounce off of them. They can destroy a lot of stuff. There was that cool bit with the water, but I guess that's more me complimenting their level than them. Their level can go in B as well. It's just another one of those like get to the top sort of things. So not much to comment on there. Finishing up my Arizona. Okay, Detonut. Detonut? I could honestly see myself putting it in A. Silly little guy. I like it a lot more than Hisui and Electrode. It's got a lot more fun interactions when you go for all of the stuff. Like, you can actually ground pound these guys and crack them open. And then the babies are super cute. The babies are super cute. Honestly, for the babies, I'll put them in A. Their level, however, I want to put it in D. I really do, just because of how annoying it is to find that you can go into the river. But I will be fair. I'll be fair. I could see myself bumping this down if we don't have that many Ds. Just because of that, because they do have some, like, good stuff to them. It's fun, like, you know, transporting them, keeping them cool, you know, slam dunking it and all that. Actually, like, stuff like that, like, that's good enough to keep it, like, that's enough to keep it out of D tier. That's enough to keep it out of D tier. Let's just keep it there. It's not bad enough. We need to get like a D tier in here. Like, what's a D tier? I think like Jam Guy, I think, but I have to like explain the caveats to that because I don't want to say that I don't like Jam Guy. It's just there's a lot of levels and a lot of guys. Okay, Shy Guy, A tier, or S tier. They're cute. You know, they're a staple. You know, everyone loves Shy Guy. They're really helpful in the levels that they're in, and you get to see like, you know, lore of them. They're like the forgotten race or whatnot. Like, they're in all the murals, so that's fun. They do a lot of stuff. They bake bread. Isn't that great? We love bread. They get that bread, so they're good. And I think they will also be another S tier in levels because their level has a lot of guest star creatures, so you get to mess around that with there. You get to do all their tasks for them, which is fun. What else was there? Yeah, you get to see them move food and stuff. That's good. Yeah, and they're literally like they're like, I have to go back over here. Like, they're literally objectives. They're like they're the objective of the Mauser level. So yeah, like, this is introducing you well to how they work, and then you get to see them all along the other levels. So good on you there. Okay, Bugya. Buggy gets A because I am a sucker for, like, variations on things. And all the different things it can shoot and possess. Like, that's cool. Had fun level, you know, taking them out and all that. I'll put their level in A as well. It's like, yeah, it's kind of low A. Still think... I don't know how much about, like, adjusting this here. I can definitely, like, understand the... Like, they're a bit annoying to work with in that level, but, you know... You just get to, like, fight them all using the watermelon and the hard seed. So, I think it's good. A fun remix, too. I forgot what it was exactly, but it's like more of the same, except with oh, the interlude theme. Oh, did we get past like all the main tracks? I think we did. Hold on, let me pull up how about Yoshi's let's just do this standard Yoshi's Island. Okay, that's good. But yeah, Buggy Up, solid level. I won't, you know, carry them more because of their bonus, but they're fun enough to interact with and explore, you know, their different interactions. Alright, Little Mouser. I'm gonna put you in B, because you do a lot of stuff, though. Because I'm thinking, like, the guard the apple level and, you know, grabbing things. Like in Behedger's level and stuff. I'm gonna keep you in B. Your level can sit in B as well. These are all I thought this was gonna be really interesting to see how, like, you know, they're different from one another, but no, they're just kind of just the same. They're not in, like, a lot of other levels. They're in Behedger, they're in... That's, like, the only one I could think of. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's just... Honestly, about that. It's a cool level, you know, you get to see the Shy Guys bake bread, and you get to, you know, steal from them, which is fun. But it's not, like, too much. Alright, now we're at Hogger. Okay, Hogger's another big boy. I'm tempted to put it in... I'm putting it in B because of the like, prelude that comes from, you know, from seeing it in the Scatterpuff level. And it is probably, like, one of the easiest and fastest ways to get around underground. Like, Underbit is the only one that's you know, competition in that sense. So gets there. It is fun, and it is used for a really fun boss fight. Do I want that in... I'm gonna put it in B as well. Probably, like, adjust this slightly more. Okay, Behedger. Okay, I'm not gonna put Behedger... I was gonna put Behedger in D tier because practically all it does is be a nuisance to you. But it's too cool for that. is a neat concept. I will put it in C because it doesn't show up in a lot of places. It is just meant to be an enemy that can kill you, which is why its level is an S tier, because a little bit of a spookiness is, you know, something that they're going for with Yoshi. But their level is great. You got to get all the Shy Guys out. You got to get all the keys and hide. It's good. It's really good level, and it's done incredibly well with how it functions. I can't hear this song without thinking of the Siva Gunner rip that's We Are the Champions. My whole perception of video game music is marooned from that channel. Okay. Swarm? Okay, Swarm... Swarm is alright. I'm gonna put Swarm in... I'm putting Swarm in... Swarm is going in D because... They seem like they would be really, really fun to see in other levels, but you just don't. I think, like, they have, like, some detractions because they're in optional levels. Like, I'm gonna put... Just to spice it up a bit. I'm gonna put Stick-a-Wick in B, because Stick-a-Wick is awesome, because Spider-Man and all that, but you don't see them in any other levels. You don't see them do anything outside of just, you know, that level, and their level is good. I'd probably give their level... Swarm, your level is like... Your level is C tier. Your level is like... kind of high up there in B. Kind of up there in B. No, I can do it. I can see A. It's a playground for using the, you know, the web and stuff, and that's fun. It's just you unlock them after beating Behedger, who is the optional research of Bug Country. So you don't have to see them. But then you do have to see, you know, you have to see Mosstock. Mosstock is S. Really, you know, I thought I was going to hate it, and it is still kind of jarring. It kind of looks like, you know, Lilip in the modern age, but it's fun catching bugs, swinging around, and, you know, getting everything and upgrading it. That's good. That's good dopamine. So, plus there. I'd put them in S, but it is just catching bugs. So I'm gonna put them in B. I'm putting them in A. Sluggerang. Okay, Sluggerang's another great one. I'm gonna put them in A, because you can do a lot with them. They're cute. They have, like, you know, the upgrade, they have the lore behind them. You can upgrade them with diamonds, and they have different properties then. That's cool. You get to do the juggling thing. Very fun, very fun. Plus for that for sure. Their level is also really, really good. I'll give it another A. Honestly, like, Bug Country probably has, like, the best, like, level, like, ratio. Maybe. And then I'm just looking at... I'm looking at... frickin' Wooshwing. And I like... Wooshwing is fun. It's fun, but it's hard to control. The amount of times I had to go backwards. If they could survive at least, like, one hit into a wall, I think I would give them more. I think I'd bump them up to C. I need to have some, you know, we need to have more Ds here. But they are fun. Their bonus level is neat for the like the super fast one, and then making that go even faster. Like that's cool. But they're hard to control, and then you know, okay, the flying and like the pseudo shoot 'em up thing that makes that be. I can't like put it low. Okay, now we got another returning face, Goonie. Okay, Goonie can go into... They're kind of basic. They're very cute. But they're kind of supposed to be basic, but it's at the end of the game. You want, like, more of the crazy stuff. I'll take... Hang on, see. I'm not against you, Goonie. Your level is kind of boring though, so I'm gonna make that our first D. Even though there are some fun interactions there. Another D level straight off the bat, Huff and Puffin. They're adorable. I'll put them in B. But why do they have to be thrown at such an arc? Is that like a thing that they did in the original Yoshi's Island? Were you able to get them in Yoshi's Island 1? I can't remember. I've played Yoshi's Island 1, and I'm just trying to think about that. Because they're so annoying to throw in an arc. They like zoom around like they're a howitzer. And then you just have to like hope that they grab the food you were looking for. That was a whole ordeal in 100%ing their level, making them all eat note fruits. Ugh. But it is like they are like cute to like walk behind you, so I will give them. They can have that to their name, but not their level. Jetty Jelly though, A tier. Great level. Great level. You get to go fast. We like that. You get to boost him with all the different kinds of, you know, like water effects, which is cool. And they have a synergy with Floofly. I'll put them in A tier because they're just easy to go around and they're really good with Bewilderbird. Okay. Should have saved this one for when we're done. Okay, Lunchfish. You're going in D. Way too hard to control. Like, it's literally doing thud underwater. And that's not good. And then they're so big that you don't have to... You like, can barely... like, fill your way through small spaces. Like, why would I ever want to be Lunchfish when I can just be Baflunder? And then, like, even their babies. You know, we get bored by one of these things. I don't like these guys. And they're insta-kills in, you know, in the original game. Their level's not, like... Their level isn't awful, but it's just part of their controls. So, I'll put them in C. I also begrudgingly put, Jam Guy into D. In both places. Because it's great. I love the music. They played the athletic theme and stuff in the bonus level. But it's just like a QTE, not a QTE, what am I saying? It's like, you know, a timing challenge just there, and they don't get a lot of spotlight outside of that. It would have been cool if, you know, you could pick them up and they would, you know, be able to carry you around, like, give them the wee-woo treatment. Like, maybe they should have been swapped. I don't know how they would do that in, like, the level pacing, but even just, like, a cute song isn't enough to really, like, you know, carry me over. Okay, so Bewilderbird's actually gonna get a... Oh, I accidentally opened my console. Bewilderbird is gonna get its own rank. Oh wait, there we go. No, wait. S. Because, you know, the Bewilderbird can be anything. It is the, you know, be-all, end-all. It's got a fun design. It reminds me of Fluzzard and Ho-Oh. Probably, you know, same inspirations, you know, Fen Huang and whatnot. But, you know, it can be literally whatever you want, and it can make cool eggs. That's neat. Actually, thinking about the, Behedger moves up to B because of its babies. I forgot about the babies. Think of the children, Orion. Think of the children. Yeah, Bewilderbird's fun. Their level is fine. I'm gonna just stick it there because we know, like, it's not the true final boss. I'll just go ahead and, like, go a little out of order. Moon was S tier. So good. So good. The reveal of it being a Crazy Daisy and doing the fast responses and stuff. Just what I wanted. So you get a pass there. Tumball's B. Leaning a bit closer to, I would honestly say it's like leaning a bit more towards A. Because you can do a lot with those guys. I'll put them in B as well. Wiggleline. Okay, Wiggleline's level is kind of annoying. They're cute, and I like messing with them, but some of their research tasks are kind of annoying. But they are really freaking cute. B. Get them up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put Goopsie in B. Goopsie does not deserve to be an A rank, but they're like an A rank in my heart. Cause I love the task of like mixing them up with different flavors with their goo and stuff and dissolving them and watching them scream and, you know, shudder. That's fun. Normal sentence. But, Kid Me would have, this guy, like, screams to, like, my inner child. And I very much fuck with that. But I need to, like, hold myself, like, to something here. Underbit, that's A rank, though. Underbit's easy. Underbit's A rank. Underbit's very fun, very cute. I would love to have a plush of them. Provide like a decent challenge, and then there was like a bonus. Their bonus level involves them like going up against a hogger, which is fun. So yeah, they can enjoy there. And you know, they make fertilizer. They make rocks if you eat enough. Billow can go into C tier because they're so strange. Their level's not bad though. It's all right. Like they're another one of those creature. They're another creature where it's like they're only in the level that they were made for, and there's nothing wrong with that because like Underbit was there, not counting, you know, the races and whatnot in the final chapters. But they're like fine. Crudworm. Okay, Crudworm. they're not worthy of being in D tier. I think they're the worst boss. Definitely the worst boss. Like, yeah, I'll put them at, they'll put the boss in level in D tier. Cause like, it's over before you know it. You just you get Kamek out and then it's gone. You just have to beat it. Like, I think, does it run away immediately when you save Kamek and Bowser Jr.? There's a lot of potential with it, and it is like crazy huge, but I don't know. I'm not like seeing myself running back to turn Bewilderbird into the Crudworm. Honestly, the best thing about it is that it's called the Crudworm. Probably like some parents are gonna be upset hearing that. It come from their kids. Just funny to think. Okay. Now, Piranha Plant is iconic. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I was gonna put it in B. But you get to do a lot with in their level. Okay, I'm gonna put their level in B, just because of the fact that the main task is to just defeat the Queen. But you get to mix and match a lot and, you know, fight the Nippers and all that. It wouldn't be just to put Piranha Plant in B here because he has so many different forms. And you know, you're not dying to them constantly or them juggling you like in the other Yoshi games, so good on you there, so. Okay, Bounce Seed. Bounce Seed is... yeah, Bounce Seed's B. They're really useful and they are cute. But they're kind of like average milk. And don't even get me started on doing the 100 bounce objective. That was a pain in the ass. But I did it. Wash Squash. Oh, that's S tier. Easy. Yes, you're a Bewilderbird. Funny, it's got the Muppet factor, there's lore, you get to plant with the Shy Guy, you get to water the plants, you get to, like, you know, plant a Detonut tree, you get to clean up, you get to turn them into vases, which is cool, so definitely S tier. Big buys. Grabgrass can go into C, and your level can go into D, because it's just run away. This is their challenge level is a lot better, because they don't really do that much. They're fun. I like that they give hugs. I love hugs, but you know, that's all it has. You can't intersperse Grabgrass into a level like you could with, I guess, the remainder of these. You can't really do much. Spin Cone is B. I'll put their level in A, because it is a lot of fun and just, you know, roaming around and letting it rip. That's fun, but again, they're very like, what's the word, like, concentrated? I guess I'll go with that. Concentrated. They're concentrated to their level. Because how are you gonna accommodate for all the different paths you can go on with a spin cone? Like, you could put Snurfboard into more levels, and he wouldn't break stuff. I feel like if you did that with Spin Cone, you wouldn't be able to have like as much fun. Gobubble? Okay, Gobubble's interesting. I don't like its design. I think on like design and like how it like works, I will put it in C again, but it's a B tier boss. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't really overstay its welcome, and there's a lot of secrets, but it's hard to get to those secrets, like getting up to those other spots in the you know, like where it like crawls from, and just, you know, it's making so many egg. It's fun. There's a lot of different creatures in its level, so you get to see a lot of different interactions. So I get that. Okay, the upshoot. Okay, we have to consider upshoot. Upshoot can be an A, because they're a bonus objective a lot in levels, and you have to, you know, it's like building up to like figuring out what they are. And then when you get there, they're kind of like, oh yeah, they're huge and they can destroy a bunch of bee and stuff. And that's fun. So, okay, I'll get that. This song is called Powerful Infant. Yeah. Yeah, he is. You guys remember in Yoshi's Island DS where they used this power-up for like one room and that was it? That was weird. Okay, Hufungus. Oh wait, oh right, this is where we have to start. We have to start like divvying up here. Okay, Upshoot's level, pretty freaking cool. As I explained there, Scatterpuff will go into B. I didn't like Magnified Floofly that much. Like, it is cute, but Floofly is already adorable. And it's more like, oh yeah, just cover stuff. But I guess it was fun to like... I guess it was fun to make the rain cloud one. You just kind of just like throw Floofly, like Floofly mites. Do we want to call them Floofly mites? Floofly Jr. Around at bugs and stuff, and that makes them... It's fine. Honestly, I feel like Hufungus. I love their name. They're great. They got the Muppet factor. Their levels, like, fine. They don't do a lot because they're small. Spring Hopper was a fun level. I'll put it in B. I'm putting Lungefish... Oh wait, I didn't... Hold on. Spring Hopper, Magnified, they're on a bunch of levels before. You just learn... They're just called Hoppers then. I still don't think that they really need to be called Spring Hoppers. I know they are shaped like a spring, yada yada. I will put them in B there. And yeah, they can stay B in the level list as well. Lungefish. Kind of annoying to get around. I'm not just putting this down here because Vor. Just kind of just like a little like extra thing. I just, I guess, wanted to show off another Lungefish thing. Wanted to have an eaten segment. Blorp. That's A tier. Love this guy. And his level. Okay, I'm not gonna say, okay, it's not A tier. If we could bring Blorp to other levels, I would... Okay, I'm gonna be sparing, because it's adorable. It has a lot of cool, like, mix and matching stuff. You could really make a custom thing. Like, I'm surprised that, like, everything hasn't been documented on the Mario Wiki yet. I would love to see every single variety of Blorp. But it is fun mixing and matching them. So it can stay in B, because I'm not gonna put it in A, because we gotta put Raven, you know, the Mario Galaxy move. I'll put you in B as well, Raphael. Very cute. I liked, you know, the motion of him eating. So that's fun. And yeah, I just love the Galaxy vibes. Maximum love and attention. Next, Cuddlefwoosh. Okay. I will put you in C. It's another one of those that's hard to control. But it's also fun because of that. It's like the other end of what Thud should be. I'll put you up in B. Just because of that. Because it is fun. But yeah, like, you're just a little annoying, and I wish I could customize you more. Like, imagine if you were able to, when you beat the race and the level reset, it would swap out for whatever Cuddlefwoosh you got to Mama with. Then I want to see them glow and eat. Okay, then we got LED. Kind of just a little squid guy. Honestly, can think of my C. They're cute though. They make funky noises. I'll put them in there for the you know, the funky factor. And then UFO. Just clear this off so we can be off this list. UFO can go in A tier. It's annoying to work with, but a thing I didn't realize is that you actually saw UFO in the Hogger level. And that didn't click for me, like, in the moment. I was probably too tired. But that's one idea. So very fun to control, or, like, you know, see all the interactions with. There's a lot of creatures in that level, and some of the bonus challenges that come with that level are a lot of fun to do, like saving the Shy Guys. I didn't even show you guys the Shy Guys where they were on stream. So you can go up there as like an S tier level. You're pretty good. You are like a B tier though. Sadly. It's another one of the music levels, and they're only making, like, very, you know, like, soft buzzing sounds, which is a vibe. Absolutely is a vibe, but not what I'm really looking for. We have also gone through all of the Yoshi's Island OST. Let me swap to... We're almost done here, but I'll put on the Yoshi's Island DS. Skip ahead a little bit. Oh, there we go. Ah, this is nostalgic. Okay, so that's all the creatures. Here is our full tier list. And I would like to remind you again, I loved all of these guys. I think the only one, like, down here that I think that I was bugged by fully is Lunchfish. Ouchins just kind of just are a pain in the ass, but they are fun. They're funny. Okay, okay. Adjust that there. Like this is good. Like this looks pretty alright. Okay. But now we got the bonus levels. Okay. Short the Tall roll call. Put that in D. It's just jumping on things, and it's annoying. It's annoying to find the other milds, because like it counts every size of mild there, and that was what was catching on me, and every size of Nepinut too. The water race though, water race is pretty good. I'm gonna put both races in B tier. Hide and seek can go into A. Hide and seek was fun. Let's see. The music concert would be in the same like boat as Jam Guy, but it does play, you know, the classic athletic theme, and you have a lot more to do. So I'll boost it to C. Also like a really high C. The Crazy Daisy defense one, that one was really good. We struggled a lot with that, but we want a challenge. We'll accept the challenge where we want, where we'll see where we want to see it. You know, and it's, you know, it's another one that you can fail. Okay, now we're on to the big challenges. Okay, so the Dead Nut Run, escape and explode, or explode and escape. It was all right. Not like insane. Like one of the lower ones was guard the apple. If the Mousers immediately ate the apple when they grabbed, you know, like they just grabbed it and just like game froze, they ate it, I think that would have been more interesting. Would have been gone against it, or like they had a little bit more speed to it, because I was just able to get it back so easily. It took away like any like real challenge. And as much as I love Moss Stock, this is kind of just like a practice makes perfect with the Twilight bug catching. I'll put it there. Because you just get into, you just find the position and just boom, execute. That's all you need. Okay, the grab grass one though. I will put it in. I'm gonna put it in B, because it's not. There's not a lot. I mean, there is a lot going to it. It's always like amped up, which is cool, and then you have to, you know, you have to juggle having something on your back to be your defense, which is neat. So I'll place it there. It's earned it. The Skies one, that's another A tier. I loved how I was gonna say, oh, this is gonna be easy, and then we like barely scraped by. So that's cool. And then lastly, the jump level. Okay, I've been thinking about this one a little bit. And I don't want to make it sound like a skill issue, because that's definitely a part of it. But I feel like what I feel like is that you're not exposed to the Spring Hopper enough for it to be like a good like final challenge. The true like, it is like, you know, in the extra challenges and all that, like it's literally called Mr. E's challenges, yada yada yada. But like, it's like I can be fine. I can like dig what it's going for, but I don't know, like I kind of feel like it would have been more fun to try and just move about with bouncing on a bounce seed, like over and over again, because the Spring Hopper's controls are exclusive to the Spring Hopper. You don't have to, you know, you don't test any of your other like your other skills as Yoshi. Here, like this one's kind of about egg throwing, this one's about, you know, platforming, positioning, throwing, you know, staying on the move. But it is still, like, it's still a good challenge. Like, you know, if you're gonna have, like, you know, a funny haha rage level, I guess, it wasn't really that bad. But, like, you know what I'm saying here? It makes me wish that, like, there was some other thing that would be, like, you know, like a darker side equivalent, I suppose. I don't know. I would love to see that. I honestly would, like, adore them doing, I said it before in the main playthrough, like, them putting out some update to have a, you know, a sandbox to mess with stuff. That would be so neat. Imagine this with, like, a, you know, a Mario Maker system. You'd be able to make some really good, make some really good levels. Alright. But I think we got a good spread here. Don't take the positions here too seriously. I was gonna think about like adjusting them, but honestly they pair up a lot closer to their they pair up a lot closer to the you know, how I rank these guys here than I was anticipating. Huh. But I think we got ourselves some tier lists. Let me save these real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Nice, nice. All right. Let's just do another do a quick recovery. So we got Bewilderbird all the way at the top, Crazy Daisy, Floofly, Shy Guy, Mosstalk, and Wash Squash in S tier. And in D tier, we have Jam Guy, Whooshwing, Swarm, Ouchin, and Lungefish. Over on the level side, we have Floofly, Shy Guy, Behedger, Wash Squash, UFO, and the Moon final boss. And in D tier, we have Goonie, Huffin' Puffin. Complete bias right there. That's like prime, you know, prime opinion. Jam Guy, Crudworm, Grabgrass, and Short to Tall Roll Call. Ah. Alright. Well, that was a lot of fun to put this together. I'm gonna have to figure out some other tier list stuff to work with. I think I'm just gonna let these, like, come to me naturally, because I know, like, you know, everyone gets out there, like, loves a good tier list, and I do like making them. They're a lot of fun. But I gotta think of, like, this stuff to do. Like, do I want to, like, instantly, like, jump off the deep end and do, like, all Pokemon, or, you know, like ascertaining the certain types? Like, I can maybe do that. That would be, like, a nice, like, in between. But, I just wanted to cover this more because I freaking love Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, and I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, watching me play it. But I think that's gonna be enough for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Resident Evil 2 for realsies. It's been a whole lot of fun. Keep it real.